I've always said that Milo is the best course in the world. I call it as close to heaven on earth as I can get to. When you drive down the hills, everything washes away.
And once you get out here, you're kind of like, wow, like, we made it.
You step up to hole 1 at Milo and you know that you're in Oregon.
The trees, the river.
Beautiful fairways, but challenging greens.
What I imagine the most beautiful place could be.
It feels a little bigger and grander than most of the places we go.
So many memorable shots here that I think players year in and year out love to come back and throw.
Campouts we've done, the river floats, the great golf, the great battles.
This course is really special to me because this is kind of the first real pro level course I ever played.
It always feels wonderful to come to Milo McIlver and know that this is just for the disc golfer. Aside from the challenging course that you're about to play, you feel like you're in a special place, and I think that's the magic of Milo McIlver.
Hello and welcome to round 1 coverage from the 2024 Beaver State Fling presented by Innova. Stop number 10 of 18 on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. You're here with us on JomezPro, Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, and Paul Ulibarri.
I think we might be a few degrees above the best temperature ever, but we are about to play disc golf on an incredible Milo McIlver course. What have we got there, Paul?
Check it out.
And new West Coast swing shirts. Get over there and snag yours. Commemorative t-shirt. All about the West Coast swing this year from California up into Oregon. Available for just a little bit longer.
Kind of like Rocco's Modern Lifestyle colorway. I have one of these myself. I didn't know we were going to be promoting them. I almost wore it today. Paul, you brought it home with your own. We've got a fun card today with Gannon, Buhr, Eagle McMahon, Nate Sexton coming out here. 2000 what year winner of this? 2008?
2014.
2014 winner. Did I miss the first person or was it Gannon Buhr? Sorry, I was like,
Gannon
It
Buhr.
was,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay,
And you
it
said
was
it,
Gannon.
and you said his name. Yeah.
Okay. Eagle McMahon, the reigning champion of the event. And also another champion of the event, Garrett Gurthie. Who could forget when he lost in the epic playoff showdown at Portland Open, then came out here the very next week and played 3 rounds bogey-free.
In the pouring rain.
In the pouring rain. That's very important. These tee pads, old, they're slick, and it's hard to be accurate on these tee pads. But in dry conditions like we have today, I'm telling you, perfect conditions for disc golf, perfect conditions for scoring. One of the most beautiful days I've ever played disc golf, I'd say.
We'll get into hole 1 as soon as they announce our players, because they always announce right when I'm getting ready to go. Is this some sort of joke? Wow. Okay, well.
No way, man.
Hole 1 is a par 3. It's 455 feet, dead straight. The goal is to throw a flex shot down the middle with a slight bit of turn, a little less turn than Gannon had. There, get to the tree line right in front of you, and you could manufacture a putt.
Oh, you're laying down the roller with the Star Sidewinder.
Oh, wow, I love this.
I thought it was really good, but the wind kind of got me at the end. I really liked the cut starting.
Yeah, that surprised me. That was on a great line. So there's like a tiny bit of breeze, but I guess that's kind of nice on a day like this when it's, what was it, pushing up into the mid-80s?
Yeah, at least 82.
Eagle gets this high, but it might have enough juice to get into the tree line.
Oh, yeah. Man, you'd love for it to fight through just a bit more. Obstructed putt coming from probably back edge of C1, if not the edge of C2.
Double G. A little too heavy on the turn here, I think.
Short approach coming for Garrett.
If this isn't the greenest screen I've ever seen in my life.
No kidding.
This is all fake.
Garrett going AVR X3 approach.
Gannon putting from 200.
This is just an incredible weapon he's been developing. Maybe he's had it for a while, but I've seen it a lot lately with him where if it's 150 in, it's a jump putt every time.
This could be a little run.
That's what I was thinking, trying to throw it up high.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that jump putt for Gannon, I think that can stretch out to 170.
Eagle definitely with a little look here. Not high enough, but if you just crest into that tree line, it's really kind of wide open. A little low ceiling, but typical hole 1 right here.
Yes.
A lot of pars. What are we looking at on the?
Played just below par at 0.08 under, but there were 14 birdies, 13% of the field. It's about right.
Just a ton of pars.
Tough starting hole, just going from warming up to throwing a 450 shape shot. There's no place around here to throw a big distance shot. You have to take a shuttle from across the park. So by the time you're over here, you haven't thrown a 400-foot shot in probably 20 minutes, if not more. Tough thing to do coming out of the gate.
I need a rebuttal on this next hole, guys.
Yeah. Do the breakdown.
Turn me loose.
Yeah, you got it. Go, run, eat.
Hole 2 is a par 5, 1,196 feet. This is one of the toughest holes you will ever play, and it has been for years and years and years. Roller off the tee, try to get somewhere. This is the fastest I've ever seen a drone fly in my life. Oh my God. You're gonna see a lot of.
We gave you a rebuttal, dude. You just lost it.
I didn't know I was on a roller coaster.
You're cut off, dude.
Curveball after curveball today early in the coverage.
Oh my goodness.
And we got to
Who
check
did we
in
hire?
here. And this is Ricky Wysocki playing on one of the cooler cards I've ever seen, I think. We've got Macbeth, Yuli, Wysocki, and one Nate Doss coming out of a 6-year hiatus of not playing PDJ events.
Whoa, close shave. Oh, man, never mind.
Oh, yeah, tough spot. Now he's got really long stretch out. Uh-oh. Ricky. Outside. Oh, this is deep C2, if not C3. That's a normal par.
Ooh, yeah, of course. I still feel like to keep the viewers on their toes, every once in a while we need to be like checking in with Rick. Here he is chunking up a double bogue and back to the tee.
I think that would be pretty good too.
This is the play on hole 2. Big roller. Needs to get right. That's fantastic. The only mistake I think you can make with the roller is going too far right or going too straight. You can find yourself in a bunch of trouble.
This is kind of a lazy roll.
Yeah, and this is going to get right, but is it right behind the tree?
Looks pretty behind a tree.
Yeah.
This thing is very understable.
Not lazy at all. This was zipped. Ooh, kind of got a funny little bounce in the hole there.
I think Eagle's thrown some of the most impressive backhand rollers I've ever seen in my life. And so is this man right here, too. Garrett Gurthie is a great, stable disc roller thrower. He likes throwing the star wraiths that have a little bit more speed, but also more stability, which gives him a lot more potential for the big shot.
He came out with too much cut here, kind of in a tough spot. Has to go standstill forehand. Hits his gap.
Yeah.
But not a whole lot of distance gained.
Out in the open, you should be able to find some creative way to manage a good chunk of distance. Oh, that was a nice little gap.
Yeah, kind of had a slot there that was about the right height for the forehand.
Let me guess, you're about 450 to the pin.
Luckily, about 465.
Oh, it came up short of that tree. for the viewers at home. Oh, goodness, the cut roll. On the other side of that tree that you see on the screen there's a big yellow sign that says 450 to help the players know how much they got left.
This is just a fantastic flip-up forehand from Gannon Buhr. Really technical, a little bit of drift, tons of distance. I was really impressed with that shot.
I think he's gained like 50 feet this year on his sidearm.
Every part.
Yeah,
Every part of his game is getting
farther.
That one was really big, and it was...
Oh,
man.
I wasn't quite sure what he was attempting there. I thought he maybe was going for the really flippy cut roller, but...
Here's a zipper.
Absolutely.
Did Garrett slip there? Do you know?
He didn't say, at least not to me.
Mm. Nice back into position.
Yeah, no real play for the pin for me anyway from 465 low ceiling. So that's just biting off about 400.
Tough stance for Garrett. Wow. That's a great effort.
Impressive
man.
shot.
Yeah, that is so hard to do and get the disc to actually go forward. So often from that stance, when you don't get your actual legs into it, you don't get quite the same rip. You end up late releasing, and it can get really bad.
You see that 220 mark right in front of him? He's so far up the fairway.
That's well done.
Was able to easily get over that bush that we saw Ricky have trouble with. That tells you how much farther up Gannon is, because he's able to take it super high, all hyzer, set himself up for edge of circle look for the birdie.
Oh, wow. Eagle scaring the right side of the basket.
He split those trees?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
I'm guessing on purpose. I mean, he threw right at that area. Just playing a little skip.
Very good.
That will be Garrett and his approach. He'll be taking a bogey. And that is a nice birdie for Gannon. Well played. Tough hole to get 1,200 feet flat ground.
And it's really pretty specific. Like, it doesn't give you a chance to just send one ever. Like, you have to put it over on this right side and then flex it back this way. There's no room to really bite off like 550.
In the past, there's been a good play for the roller second shot if you throw a decent tee, but now they've added that out of bounds on the left side sidewalk, and it's changed. The shot has gotten even more narrow and specific.
You guys think you could give me one more chance?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow, that's awful kind of you.
Yeah, it's nicer than that would have been.
Couple beasts at 2 under through 2. 4 guys. That's an incredible start.
Hole 3 is a par 3. It's 400 feet. This is a hole that takes me back. This one's been the same for a very long time, except for a couple different tee pads. But it's up here on this little mound, everything right in front of you, straight shot, but it plays pretty tricky. That 400 is a little bit low ceiling. So you see sidearms, straight shots, mid-range, fast drivers, fairway drivers. There is out of bounds on the left-hand side.
Gannon starting his PD out to the right side. It was nearly home, but caught the outer limbs. It's a big forehand.
Is this the Orc?
This is an X-Cal.
That is nice. Pin high in the circle.
Is it going to turn?
It's
a little.
Needs to slow down a bit.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Because that is an OB line, but stays in for Eagle.
Long putt coming uphill to the mound.
Garrett going TL3.
This is just a shot that Garrett has had on lock for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty obvious right away that it was going to be perfect when he let that thing go. You just saw it twisting straight ahead, about 20 feet short.
This is a very Gannon Buhr type of putt to make. And this time he is not in. Oh.
Oh, that was a walk of confidence.
I like that, though. Even though it didn't go in, I like the assuredness of that.
I think it looks silly. Oh, yeah. Good starting putt there for your first bird. Confident stroke.
Good sidearm get, too. That was a really pretty tee shot by Garrett.
Two birdies and two pars. Another chance to see that TL3 flip up. See that hyzer delivery, but the speed is there
don't
to
blur it
just
out.
get it perfectly flat.
And then someone stood in the way,
Wait,
too.
all those guys got hole 3? There's still 4 of them perfect? Hole 4, par 4, 635 feet. OB down that left side. Natural OB on the right. You're not really getting out of there without some punishment, as the basket is tucked pretty tightly around to the right here. The long rough is also out of bounds. That OB line wraps all the way, and then you got the tall basket. So big drive, pretty important here to make that approach a little bit more manageable.
I would hope that we could see maybe somebody get crazy aggressive with the rollie. With these big arms.
I just wonder how much it gets you. Like, you're never going to get in there for the 2.
I don't think that's correct, sir.
Really?
Seen some people get around the corner.
Okay. I guess I just haven't played with anyone aggressive enough to do it.
I mean, I'm seeing these guys just with an air shot get to the corner.
Not a good drive for yours truly. Into that right side rough. Garrett with a pretty nice delivery, though.
Gannon also throwing a nice one off to the left side of the fairway, which is preferred. Better angle going into the green.
Bunch of people playing some golf.
Yeah, these are all really nice controlled shots.
Just such an easy birdie to just lay one in the middle.
Oh, that's just such a good drive, man. And there's nothing you can really do here aside from take par.
What?
Well, you can take... Oh, you're going over the top?
I don't know.
Just super high.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I did. Well, I thought he might have been under the ceiling a little bit more. If you're in just a couple of feet, you have no look.
Yep, I agree.
But you had a look.
I could throw it nice and high. Had to go stand still.
Okay, I take it back. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
very
Catch
good.
a piece.
I mean,
Did you guys know it hit metal? Could you hear it?
Yep. He was worried about a roll away. Was pretty quickly assured that all was well.
What were you going to say, Paul?
Oh, nothing.
That-
A little short there.
That caught the top of the tree, but fought through the short grass.
So good.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I kind of like just the spike hyzer there, but he makes that look really easy.
All right. 45 feet, maybe more. Oh, bang, bang.
Pretty good par.
Okay. That was pretty sick.
It's such a good birdie from there. Because you went really high, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Had
that-
to kind of work it around a
Yeah.
little more to the right. Was pretty happy to get out of there with
Okay.
birdie.
Oh.
This has got to be the easiest hole on the course. Besides maybe the 190-footer, but I bet you more people birdie this one.
Want to wager some guesses?
No.
I guess I lean 190 footer for easiest.
Okay. Fourth. There are 3 other holes that are playing easier
Then
than
this
hole
one.
4.
Wow.
That being said, 46, nearly half of the field
Okay.
took birdie on it. And some of the other holes had less birdies. In fact, 2 of them had fewer birdies, but just a little bit less bogey potential. Whereas that OB left side, and if you go deep right side, you could find yourself taking a bigger number, I suppose.
Wow. Hole 5, par 4, 630. This used to be hole 1 on the original Milo course that we used to play. This one, you have to play a controlled tee shot, but get pretty aggressive with a nice low backhand, get out into the field, and then that gives you the chance to cross into, get over that out of bounds road, and set up a birdie look. Straight into the woods. For me, I had just told my caddy that we're officially on fire now because we'd made 2 birdies. I threw that straight in the woods, and I said, no big deal. We're still on fire. That's, don't worry.
Nice.
Fire's not quenched right now. Great shot from Garrett.
Yeah. Just low enough to fight through.
Ooh, might have heard it.
Oh my
but then a
goodness.
base
How
hit.
what a resilient disc, man. That was cool.
Get a load of this line, fellas.
Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
On purpose?
No way. Not a
Okay.
chance.
Grip locked, like out of sight immediately. And then next thing we saw, skipping to the garden spot. So I'm gonna
Living right.
I'm gonna give this Thunderbird another chance.
I appreciate that.
Just don't go in the long grass, right?
Oh, no. That is dead to rights forehandville. Can I say that this is... I'm
I
not going to say anything.
don't think you should say stuff.
All right. Hey, it's kind of my job.
It's Nate.
Okay.
But it's Nate. Does this look like he's dead? It's Nate.
Jeez Louise, man. That's good effort from there. As soon as you get in that high grass, the angle becomes almost a forced forehand, and then you have really no way to throw the forehand because the grass is just stopping any forward momentum.
It's bad over there. Gannon, a little bit low.
Shocking result.
He was saying right after that, that, with the new sponsor, that he's still trying to connect with the mid-ranges available to him.
Okay.
And I think he went putter there. And he was sort of lamenting the fact that he didn't have a mid that he would, and I'm sure he'll find it soon, but it's still only mid-season.
Garrett just skating on the edge of the curb, stays inbounds in the circle, putting for birdie.
So Eagle, after the fortunate drive, looking to get aggressive.
Oh, boy. And that is going to find OB. Also playing with a new bag. Eagle trying to work out all the kinks.
Plenty of zip.
Yep, but we're going to see our first bogey on lead card now with Eagle.
He doesn't know either.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know I was capable of this.
Gannon bogey or airballing from that distance was not on my bingo card. Oh, what a par save that would have been. Good effort.
All right, you're in safe zone now, Jerm.
Oh, thank you.
You may let her rip.
Has the fire been quenched though? Has it?
No.
It's okay. You're still on fire. That's good.
Officially at the moment still.
That was a 6 shot
And Garrett
to get to there.
picking up the only birdie of the card. That's 3 in a row for him. Still on fire for Garrett. So just to be clear, eagle with the first bogey. You're going to take the second bogey, but eagle in the basket. This hole, nothing changed. Several years ago, in the early days of my first Beaver State Flings, was called a par 5. I remember Will Shoestrick throwing in for a 2 at the time when it was an albatross, I believe.
You know, back then it was really tight off the tee, though. There was a lot more hanging branches. It was
I think
such
there was a farther tee as well, wasn't there?
That could be true, but I do know that it definitely, the ceiling has gotten higher over the years.
Calvin Heimberg is 5 down through 5. So look out.
That's pretty good.
That's so good.
That's crazy good.
Hole 6, par 3, 455, but a new tee pad and also a new out of bounds. Pay attention right here. That whole ditch area has the little white whiskers showing you out of bounds. And I think there's potential for a putt to come off the cage and find out of bounds here. It's very close to the basket. New tee pad, not playing the traditional par 4, same beautiful green.
One of the most famous greens in the sport of disc golf.
Definitely.
Garrett, very late release. That's going to be a tough par to save.
Smushed. Not anymore. Oh, and then a little love.
Stays inbounds barely.
Whoa.
Like on the line almost, I think, from sliding into that ditch. So a pretty good break considering it did hit the tree. I mean, ideally, perfectly, it wouldn't hit anything. But once it hit it and kicked over there, at least put the brakes on before the out of bounds.
Is this really overstable?
Not quite. It was a little bit juiced.
But that'll do for what you're trying to do.
I'm not trying to attack here. Just trying to get up there short of the out of bounds and pitch across. This is a rocket ship.
Go in.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. That was close to just absolutely nailing that basket.
We almost
and
had
and the camera
I
guy.
was going to say, we almost have a need for a new cameraman. R.I.P.
That's terrifying.
Yes.
Garrett, tricky spot.
Whoa.
Oh, beautiful.
What a shot.
Fantastic control.
Yeah, not too bad from here.
No.
I like Garrett's forehand. It's a fun style because it actually kind of looks juvenile in a way. It looks like what a younger person would look like when they throw a forehand, but he's really controlled with it. It's away from the body, usually a lot of Anheuser with overstable discs, but he's found a way to control it nicely. Do you know what I'm saying by that? You guys are being kind of quiet.
No, I think I understand what
No,
you're
I
trying
got
to
you.
say.
Yeah.
He looks like a little kid,
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
but he throws it so hard. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. His form is a little bit different than most, but yeah, he has great command on the forehand. Eagle McMahon, what a shot. I mean, we really did think we were about to see a missile of an ace. Like it was flying right at it.
That roots the basket out of the stump. I mean, that just pulls the whole thing out of the ground. That ruins this hole.
Yeah, I mean, think of the courtesy warning he would be receiving. The
Fortunately,
most famous green there is, and you just rip it out. I mean,
he's
he's
the last
lucky.
group of the day, though.
Yeah,
and so
that's true.
fortunately, they have time to fix it before the next round.
That thing was just crushed.
And why not? Nice backstop there. Oh, come on. Calvin, you birdied the 6th one as well. What is going on?
May as well. You're on a hot streak.
We talked about this
He's on
course
fire.
We were predicting maybe somebody could get to like 9 or, I don't know, perfect around 10. He's 6 for 6.
It's on a nice pace.
My God.
This hole just has too many branches. Can we agree? Downhill,
Everyone agrees.
420 feet, par 3. Beautiful green, beautiful tee pad. Everything in between is tricky. A good line here just feels.
Oh. And we got Uli checking in here.
Oh, show us the way.
Did you do it?
No,
Oh, okay.
I hit branches. but I got to
Oh,
hear.
yeah, that's
Kinda
pretty
did.
good.
Yeah.
But every shot hits branches.
Look at this. Look at this garbage little
Nice
putt.
catch.
That was a garbage little putt. Nice catch by the basket, though.
I give it a little love. Thank you. I knew I made a mistake.
That's my friend. Nice birdie.
Thanks. The Jomez crew really needs to kind of get on their horse because Brad's going to get in there for the Uli report, you know? Right, he was right in position.
Sure. It's a battle out there trying to film.
Oh, Garrett going intentionally high, trying to find a different path, but this is going to make its way, well, it would have made its way left, but hits a limb or something and falls down.
So this is what mine looked like. And then I did that. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I just went a little bit farther.
Welcome to the hardest hole to film on the catch cam ever. Are you trying to go down the middle to that little window?
I decided to try it.
How close were you to hitting the gap?
I hit the big trees, like the ones on the left. So, 2-3 feet, maybe.
It's got some intrigue. I feel like there's some good things.
You could pure it. That's the pure line to the hole.
I agree. And I don't think that there's really a good pure line going down. And, like the grass is a little too high to expect to get a decent skip. And the limbs are just too low to really think that you can air it underneath.
And I've been where you were right there. Oh, look at this.
Good effort.
And it is not an easy upshot.
You have to kind of juice a low one. It's like a head height ceiling, but it's kind of a lot of distance. A really easy time to put it like 30 short.
Yes.
So I had to kind of focus up and try to put a little extra snap into that approach.
Gannon trying to get to 3.
His circle twos haven't been all the jazz lately.
just today, really. But yeah, I agree with you. We're used to kind of. Are you thinking back even farther?
Yeah, he's thinking the last like 3 rounds of Portland
yeah,
Open.
I suppose.
Round 1, he was like 5 of 6.
And then he only made 1
right.
the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, that's a good point.
To be fair, he didn't need to make a lot of C2 putts. He was throwing the disc so well last week. But
Sure.
But you're right. He
Still had some.
Yeah, he had many opportunities, and he didn't capitalize.
I mean, we're used to him drawing metal from everywhere
I know.
at that distance.
We're really breaking it down. He won by 8 last week. He made as many C2 putts as he needed. A par. Calvin Heimberg is human. What a start, though.
Yeah, hole 8, par 4, 850 feet. This is one of the most iconic holes we have because it's one of the most famous holes. Throw your drive to here, and you got one option. Big flex shot in between these trees right there. Make it break back, and there's a little basket waiting for you at the end. Really tough to shape that second shot. That's where the real challenge is.
Niklas Antela. Big, wide Anheuser.
Oh my, that is gorgeous.
I have a hard time believing it swung back much.
Oh, well, it tried to.
That's some zip on it. His are so funny because they don't look like they're zipping and then they just get there.
They somehow
like
do
eagles
both.
go.
Yeah, they do both.
Yep.
Kind of Isaac Robinson-like.
Yeah. It's a great reference. Smoked.
I don't know of anyone who putts as zippy as Niklas on the hyzer line, though. I mean, Isaac does a little bit of that, but Niklas really does move a ton from right to left from that range.
On this hole, I really only have one goal. Don't be the shortest drive.
Oh, good luck.
Oh, no.
You picked a bad card to play with today if that's the goal.
Oh. Lemmy's.
Not ideal.
Can you get past that one?
Are you genuinely thinking that at this moment right now?
I knew 28 hours before I threw this shot that I would be the shortest on them. Off the tee. As soon as the tee times came out. But I got to do a lot of good jokes on the way down. Like, hey, I don't know who's going to be up first. You know, where are you guys at? So I got to do a lot of good old guy jokes, like standing over my light. Oh, is it me? Oh, sure, I'll go.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just trying to get the forehand up to the top of the hill there, get around the tree.
Going hyzer.
Oh, wow.
Got to
What-
beat that back ceiling.
That's
he
a
does.
bold line. That is a bold line. Wow, Gannon.
Very
From the
good.
high grass. Around the right side, you so rarely see players attack that line.
Yeah, awesome shot.
That was sick.
I think Eagle might do the same thing. Just throw it up. Oh, boy. But this is a lot of turn, and that big pine does its job.
I like to assume that that was actually caught perfectly, that the disc was just taking its time going down the branches. Oh, Garrett's doing the same thing. Mick, they're throwing it to the moon.
Fights forward a bit.
Yeah, that inside line has gotten a little thinner over the years. Used to
Oh.
be really punishing.
Nicholas just showed us.
No!
Yes!
No! Come on! What a putt. You're supposed to lay that up, Safton. What the heck was
That was
that?
a spike hyzer putt. I was well back of where we saw
Oh,
Niklas.
come on.
That's
That was
awesome.
about 100 feet.
Oh, boy, was that
You can't
sick.
film it because it was 40 feet high.
Just no chains right in there. I love it. Perfect little putt there.
Whoa.
That's the first time anybody's gone backhand sidearm birdie, I bet.
I've done it before.
Yeah, Nate's,
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
You
bragged
just
a
make
lot
it over
about
there?
it.
I've gotten it to the bottom of the hill, like to 50 feet with
Yeah.
a really good forehand. If I get a little bigger backhand drive.
Oh,
That
no.
was dirty. Just slides out the back. Barely left,
Yeah,
but it should catch. It
barely
should
left.
catch. I couldn't help. I mean, it was unfortunate for Gannon to spit, but I could not help just laughing to myself like, what a crazy game. After the drives we just had, like I'm 100 feet back of everybody, and they're throwing great shots. And then for somehow that I end up with a birdie, like I was saying, I guess that's why we play the game. It's just funny how it can work out.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody having a solid front nine right here. 2-2-2-1.
The dream hole, number 9 in this layout, par 3, 442 feet. Downhill all the way, these nice rolling hills, the basket nestled right between these big cedar trees. OB though, this year, very close to the basket. In the past, it's always just been water. Now they have a string line high on the hill. So I think that gets in the heads of the players just a little bit. If you come in there with a lot of speed, probably going to find OB.
Zipped, but a little low.
Yeah, just I don't know if I don't even feel right accepting the zipped. It was just a slow shot.
A poofed.
Yeah, it was a poof, but it got to the bottom, so no real alarm bells going off.
This is definitely a gettable one, but I feel like this is a bonus hole.
Absolutely.
Eagle needs to be careful, and that is going to be OB.
I was really surprised that was OB. I mean, it's just getting used to where that line is. It seemed
Sure.
more long than it did left.
Well, this course has always been pretty well known for being a place that really only puts you in trouble because of natural OB. And there's so much of it out here that there hasn't been a need for lines and stuff like that. So a lot of the locals are like you said, adjusting to all these new lines.
Well, and that spot over there is not going to be a friendly place for
A bit of a double
par save.
penalty.
Yeah. This is getting heavy as well.
And if you are in that spot there, you might not be able to see the pin. That is a pretty fat fur, really close to the basket.
Easy peasy.
Think about running that one again?
No, didn't have the 40-foot high window.
This is scary.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's a crazy place to get
Weird.
to. Garrett had nothing.
Yeah.
Gannon told me he had nothing. He said, mine's unmakeable. And I said, shut up. I'll bet you $1 you make it. And then I paid him $1.
Why you are yapping? Just show.
Because I figured he's just saying, oh, it's unmakeable. Yeah, right, dude. I've already seen you make 40 unmakeable putts in the last 2 years. So I thought for sure I had $1. But
Did he take your bet?
yeah, he was like, oh, I really get $1? I said, yeah, man, that was a bet. Here I am bringing it to him.
Look on his face.
He's like, yep, well, a man of his word, he said.
First man in the cash today. Congratulations, Gannon Buhr. Calvin Heimberg started off 6 for 6, finished the front 9 at 6 under, which is a score matched by AJ Carey and Niklas Antala. And then they got 2 shots in the rest of the field. Incredible starts in the front 9. They are shooting about as good as I think you can shoot on this front 9. It is so challenging to get that low under par.
Saw Yuli up there at 4 under.
Yep.
Next number in, and as nobody was at 5, but some good starts for the field. As you said, just a beautiful day to play. And we've got some huge holes still coming up on the back 9. Some round ruiners potentially.
Well, thank you so much to the Founders Club. As always, we appreciate you. And we will see you in just a moment.